Qulture.
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 Culture.
So David Heti is someone I've wanted on the show for some time. He has a podcast with No More Radio, a podcast network in Montreal. It's a collection of local podcasts with the goal of telling stories in an interesting, innovative way. Podcasting works so well for storytelling because once you get away from the broadcast clock, shows are as long as they need to be and become a much more personal encounter.
Hi, hello, and welcome to I Have a Problem with David Heti. I am David Heti.
And this is a podcast where someone comes on with a grievance to air with me. Either I did something in the past to upset them, or they take issue with a certain general character trait. Sounds very combative, but it is a little bit, and I will try to defend myself. My guest today is Lucy Letterhandler. Out of this antagonism, perhaps we've come to some sort of resolution. It's a way of understanding certain feelings you can't bring to light so much through stand-up. Thanks for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Okay.
It's my house. I do have a problem getting you, and specifically what I don't understand is why you're not more embarrassed more of the time. The first time that we really got to know each other, I was literally putting makeup on your face and you were sitting there in striped pants that were so small you couldn't even do them up. And you were just thinking about what you were going to say on stage as opposed to the fact that this relative stranger was putting lipstick on you.
It's less of a performance. It's more rooted, like you can have these different ways of understanding a single event.
Like what?
Like when I'm staying at your home. Like for instance.
But that's timid. That's not embarrassed.
But it's not embarrassed. I guess not embarrassed.
I mean, you still walk around in your underwear, like.
Yeah, but just as a very friendly. Come on, you guys do that. And I think the sorting out of these problems, it's also intrinsically comedic because there's this sense of this fundamental disorder.
In the moment, you just never blush. Yeah.
I want to have some sort of podcast. I think it's a nice thing to complement the stand-up. You're building on others' sort of notoriety.
I haven't seen you bomb very much, except at the Sequel Center.
Okay, yeah.
Can a joke be a story?
Oh, yeah, I mean, what is a story? It seems to be some sort of, I guess, a series of events which are understood to be tied together somehow. It takes you along a route where initially you have one idea and then it's revealed to be something other than what you initially thought.
So for me, you are the necessary evil, which allows me to do what I want, which is to tell jokes. But the terrible thing is that I can't even tell the jokes that I want to tell because you don't understand comedy the way that I know it. No, but really, thank you for being here.
Do you think comedians naturally make good storytellers?
I think for sure. I think definitely. Comics know. Story has to have a punch to please a listener.
A more senior comic has told me that you have to love your audience. But I think there has to be a way around that.
I mean, you're asking for people to pay attention to you. You have to make it worth their time. It's that simple. If a comic is totally ignorant to that, I mean, they're going to have no audience in the first 30 seconds. I was a student of philosophy, then I was a lawyer. It's a lot of questioning, a lot of uncertainty. It's like a 3D chessboard or something. Comedy is on a different plane, but in the same direction. It's all dealing with ideas and questions of ethics and norms. I think what's compelling about stand-up, I think you get to deeper truths, and I think it allows you these very crystalline moments of articulation.